I'd like to give a shout out to Matt Gaetz for the amazing work he has done in Congress. I think what we are seeing with Rep. Matt Gaetz is a politician who is not beholden to corporations and lobbyists. He's beholden to you, the small donor, the American public, and it is glorious. Rep. Tim Burchett accuses bully Kevin McCarthy of attacking him in the Capitol hallway. Yo, we have an NPR reporter saying they witnessed Kevin McCarthy attack another rep who voted against him. The machine is freaking out, and you love to see it. I don't like Republicans. I don't like Democrats. I don't really like libertarians either. I don't like anybody. All politics is garbage. However, there's a handful of people that I do like. I love seeing the aftermath of the lobby machine, omnibus garbage, whinging and cowering and having a temper tantrum. Oh, Kevin McCarthy, poor baby. It feels so good. My friends, I hope you revel in the schadenfreude that is Kevin McCarthy's epic breakdown. The New York Post reports, former House Speaker Kevin McCarthy was accused Tuesday of elbowing one of the 8 Republicans who voted to strip him of the gavel last month. Rep. Tim Burchett told CNN that McCarthy hit him with a clean shot to the kidneys. Woo! As the former speaker walked past Burchett following a House Republican conference meeting. Criminal charges! Lock him up. Impeach Kevin McCarthy. Send him to jail. I don't know how much jail time you get. You might get like 48 hours or something for elbowing someone in the back, right? But check it out. Here's this tweet. This is from Claudia Grisales, who on Twitter says a congressional reporter for NPR and a member of a bunch of other stuff. She's got an NPR email address here. This is amazing. NPR reporter, according to her profile, Claudia Grisales says, have never seen this on Capitol Hill. While talking to Rep. Tim Burchett after the GOP conference meeting, former Speaker McCarthy walked by with his detail and McCarthy shoved Burchett. Burchett lunged towards me. I thought it was a joke. It was not. And a chase ensued. Burchett's back was to McCarthy as his detail was walking by. Then the lunge. Burchett responded jokingly as McCarthy kept walking. Sorry, Kevin didn't mean to elbow. Then said, why did you elbow me in the back, Kevin? Hey, Kevin, you got any guts? Burchett then looked back at me and said, jerk, referring to McCarthy, and then said, no. Or I asked if he had done it before. It says no. That's when the chase ensued. Burchett took off after McCarthy and his detail. I chased behind with my mic. Tim Burchett yelled after catching up to McCarthy. Hey, Kevin, why'd you walk behind me and elbow me in the back? McCarthy says, I didn't elbow you in the back. You got no guts. You did so, the reporter said right there. Hold on. This reporter for NPR says she saw it happen. We got 2 witnesses. Kevin McCarthy's losing it. You got no guts. You did so. Burchett starts to walk away from McCarthy, tells me, what a jerk, and then yells back, you need security, Kevin. Burchett tells me, that's the first point of communication with McCarthy since Burchett voted for McCarthy's ouster as speaker last month. That's just it. He's a jerk. He's just a childish little. Did you see that? He asked in disbelief. I'm stunned. I'm stunned too. Says he won't follow up with McCarthy on what just happened. He's on a downhill spiral. That was pretty gutless of him. I'm disappointed in him. Burchett reiterates he hasn't talked to McCarthy since he voted against him. No, that was it. That's it. He got $17 million to work against me. And he should have kept his word. I think that just showed what he's about. And it's unfortunate. Absolutely amazing. It's funny because they're reporting it like he's claiming this when you have this other reporter saying she saw it happen. Man, here we go. Justin Hart says, so Mike Davis, who has been hinted as the nominee of AG should Trump regain his throne, just posted these 2 tweets last night. Are there any adults left in Magadonia? I'm loving each and every one of these posts, all of these stories. Mike Davis says, here's my pick to run the Federal Bureau of Investigation. And it is, it's the lectern guy. Oh, man. And then we have the other one. Here's my pick to run the Federal Bureau of Prisons. and it is the QAnon shaman. Listen, I know they're somewhat different. They're somewhat different. But this is winning, winning, winning. Kevin McCarthy has a temper tantrum and physically attacks a guy. I want to see him arrested. You can't do that. Where's the decorum here, Kevin? The machine. You know what Matt Gaetz said? He said that Kevin McCarthy raises like $1 billion through, basically it's his promises. Here's how it goes. You support me for speaker. You get me in, give me the money, and then I'll give you favors. I'll make sure you get the funding you need. Kevin McCarthy is betting on this. And what they do is they go to these other members of Congress and say, whatever amount of money you need to raise to win your election, if you defy us, we will campaign against you with tenfold that amount. We've seen it over and over again. The establishment Republicans basically say you fall in line or we will destroy you. Now we're starting to see pushback. You know why? Matt Gaetz doesn't need your money. They tried to primary Matt Gaetz. They can't beat him because he's beholden to the people, not the machine. And this is the change we need. Direct funding from the people. Good. I'm glad to see it. And now you can see how the machine reacts. The funny thing is, how's Kevin going to pay back all those IOUs? That's probably why he's freaking out, why he's shoving a guy. He probably cries himself to sleep at night knowing he's on the hook for a lot of money he can't pay back. I wonder what those lobbyists and corporations are going to say to him right now. Like, Kevin, we want that money back. You got to get us that money. That's not how the game works, baby. You don't just get free money. But now he has no control, which means even his plans all in a spiral. New Speaker Mike Johnson formally endorses Donald Trump, a step beyond predecessor Kevin McCarthy. And here we go, baby. Look, I don't care ultimately how the Republican Party plays out. I'd like to see these victories, but I don't know. I don't know for sure, man. Right? All I can tell you is we are seeing small victories. And if the end of this is the Democrats implode over Israel-Palestine, the Republicans implode over Gaetz and the Trump stuff, so be it. We'll all vote for the Mises Caucus, I guess. But it is absolutely absolute schadenfreude to see the whinging and the people losing their minds as Donald Trump inches closer towards victory in 1 year, in 1 year's time. I don't know that Trump will do everything we want him to do. I don't know that'll be a perfect presidency. The only thing I can guarantee is this. The machine is crying and shaking in their boots at the thought that they will lose control, and they are losing control. I cannot believe that I am sitting here right now. Just this news is coming out. Kevin McCarthy attacked a guy. Wow. Okay. Well, the last thing we want is for this to escalate. So please, no escalations to canings. This won't go in a good direction, should that be the case. But consider this. If we're getting to the point where someone like Kevin McCarthy is going to actually commit a crime against another rep, are we inching towards that Civil War moment? I suppose the issue is, back in the day, the caning was between a Democrat and a Republican, and now it's two Republicans that are fighting. That's unsurprising. The Republicans are almost all unified against Democrats, Democrats all against Republicans, so the civil wars are happening internally in their party. And this breakdown, I don't know what it'll lead to. I don't know what to expect, and I don't know how it will play out next year, but oh boy, have things gotten wild. It seemed like the path we were on was the path we would stay on, but not so much these days. And that's what I said. I always try to preface this when people ask me, like, about Donald Trump winning. I said, look, if nothing changes, Trump wins. If the election is held today, Trump wins. However, then you get the Israel stuff and the left imploding. Now you're getting the Kevin McCarthy stuff and the right. I don't want to say the right's imploding, more so that MAGA is winning and the machine is losing. Work on the card game. We are working on the card game. It's called Debate Me. And there are four factions: left, right, center. And what's the last faction? Establishment. And that's McCarthy. This is McCarthy as the establishment upset at the right. And so we got stuff to announce with this card game. It's super simple, super easy game to play. Anyone can just pick it up and play it. It's good fun for the whole family. And we want to make a party game that's very, very easy for the average person to play. You'll get it when we release it, which may be actually pretty soon. But anyway, my point is this. That's the fourth faction in the culture war. It's left, right, and center, and then there's the establishment. The establishment is not left, right, or center. They are corporate shills that want power, and this is how they react to losing. Good fun. I'll leave it there. Next segment's coming up at 6 p.m. on this channel. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you all then.